How's it going, guys? In this video I'm going to be covering quarter points, advanced quarter points, basically because my quarter point system now is a little bit more upgraded. As you guys do know, that support and resistance is not an exact point, it's more of an area. So basically I took the concept that is in quarters theory, the overshoot and undershoot theory, which is when you have a quarter point, the market tends to overshoot a little bit and then come back down, or overshoot a little bit up and then come back down. Like in these examples, you see this, like it overshot a little bit and it came back down. So basically what I did with the system is I applied all the quarter points like normal, like we usually do, 250 pip increments, and then with 1,000 pip majors, right? So all I did was added, using the overshoot undershoot theory, which is 25 pips above or 25 pips below a quarter point is an overshoot or undershoot. Okay, so what I did is I added 25 pips, a 25 pip box on each side. So it's a 50 pip box with the quarter point sitting right in the middle, obviously, so it's 25 pips on each side. Okay, so it's 25 pips on each side, and yeah, I mean, this is the best support and resistance, guys. There's nothing better than this, in my opinion, in my experience. This gives you the best entries, the best exits, helps you spot the trade. So let's say if you're going purely off this system, you would not take a trade unless the market is in one of these boxes, okay, or exiting these boxes. So let's go to an example right here. So like right here, this is a good example. See how the market was trending down right here on the daily chart, down, 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 down. It broke past the quarter point zone, and then it closed back above reversal pattern, entry right there. Okay, why? There's a reversal pattern, closed above the quarter point, and it looks like it's about to break the zone. And notice where the wick went to, the top of the zone, and then it closed right underneath. And then boom, the next day, closed above, retest, and then take off. Okay, and notice where it stalled out. Right here, it stalled out for a second, retest. This was a stall out, the next quarter point. Okay, so it just goes from quarter point to quarter point, swinging back and forth, retesting and all that. That's where you're going to find the formations. So like right here was a good entry right here. You see that big reversal pattern? And then notice where it closed, right above the quarter point zone. You just wait for a small retrace, sell. Okay, and then you target the quarter point zone, the next one. Okay, so your take profit targets can be literally above these zones or below them. Okay, that's the safer way. Because if you put it right at the quarter point, sometimes it won't touch it. It will just get near the zone. Like right here, you see I got near the zone and then it took off again. Okay, so I mean, quarters theory is super basic. You're going to look for formations near the quarter points. With these zones, they're going to give you entries as well with the retest. Like right here on the daily chart, you see how we just stalled out right here, rectangle. Notice all this wick right here, this last wick that made a doji was a retest on the zone, and then that was the big drop. So that was an entry right there. Okay, off the quarter point rejection. So these quarter points are going to give you, basically they're going to give you entries, exits. You're going to be aiming for let's say this quarter point breaks. You see how it broke through, even though it consolidated. If it breaks the low again, it's going to continue the next quarter point. Okay, makes sense? So right now, we're waiting for New Zealand dollar to complete this bullish butterfly. Then we're going to take it long. We're going to aim for the next quarter point. So if it breaks, okay, so we're going to go long, and then if it breaks up above 0.7 and above our quarter point zone on the daily chart, closes above, we're going to aim for that next quarter point. 725. All right, right underneath 725 right here. Okay, 7225. Okay, that's going to be our first target, which lines up nicely with the channel break, right? So it's very, very simple, guys. Very, very simple. This is the easiest way to trade, I think. This is my own system. So as far as I know, the guy who wrote Quarters Theory book, I don't know how he marks up his charts, but he just measures it pretty much 25 pips on each side, and he just sees if it breaks or not. Like overshoot, see how it just spiked through, overshoot, goes back all the way up here. it's the same thing. Like right here, look, you see how it broke it, closed back above. These are overshoots. Like this is an overshoot right here. This is on the daily chart, so it's kind of hard to get an exact overshoot. And an exact overshoot or undershoot is like 25 pips below. So let me see. Try to get a good example. Right here's a good one. Basically, you just look for trades near this zones, guys. It's very simple. My trading is not complicated, so even though my charts look crazy sometimes, it's not. It's very simple stuff. It's just applied in a layering fashion, pretty much. So, see all these entries right here for going short? Right here on these retests. Nice. So yeah, this is on the daily chart, but obviously on the 4-hour chart, you're going to have a lot more entries in there. So I'll show you what I mean. Like right here, we had a double bottom type structure, and notice where we kept rejecting off of this quarter point zone, the bottom of it, and take off, tap this quarter point. Look at that beautiful tap, double top right here, right? It tried reaching for it, didn't reach it, came up. Let me make this a little bit more transparent so you can see the zone. Okay, so you see how it came up again, test that quarter point zone, and then look, you get that double top. There's that doji. All right, spike above, close below, entry. Okay, simple, and especially off those quarter points, it's beautiful. You can get those trades real nice. All right, so you can get trend continuation trades like this, or you can get those retests like this. So you see how I broke through, bounces off this quarter point, comes back to retest of this quarter point. There's your entry. Okay. Right here, quick scalp right here, rejection off the quarter point, boom, drop. Okay, it's stalled out. You can measure the Fibonacci right here. It'd be a Fibonacci, or like 618, whatever, double bottom. All right, going into advanced market formations, double bottom at the 618, whatever. All right, but notice where price is, where you can measure it low to high, is to the quarter point. All right, see 618 double bottom, didn't even have to measure it, off the eye. All right, so from this low to that high, notice where the high pulled off of the quarter point. So that's easy measurements as well. So it can help you with your measurements, with your Fibonacci. It's very simple stuff, guys. Like I can't simplify it any more than this. Like 25. Okay, so mark off your quarter points, 1,000 pip increments, and then divide it in 4, so 250 pip increments. And now those 250 pip increments and the 1,000 pip increments, add in a 50 pip box to it, 25 pips on each side. So 72500, add 25 pips, that's the top of the box, minus 25 pips, that's the bottom of the box. All right, so if you want to know how to do it on TradingView, all you do is right click a rectangle, put format, go to coordinates, and then just add in the pips. The price points. All right, add in 25 pips, 25 pips. All right, it's micros, so you have to add in 250 micros, 250 micros, okay, to your quarter point. All right, so in this case, 72500, add 250 micros to that. 72750 will be the top of the box. The bottom of the box, 72250. All right, so 72500, 25 pips below that, 72250. All right, and that's the bottom of the box. So top of the box, bottom of the box, 25 pips away from the quarter point. And just repeat that over and over again. Okay, remember it has to be 250 pip increments. So first measure out your 1,000 pip increments, and then add in the 250 pip increments. Okay, and that's it. It's okay on Australian. I think it looks better on, it's okay on the New Zealand, but I think it looks better on Australian. So let me switch over, see if I have it ready to mark up. Yeah, see me go on daily chart. Yeah, so notice all the opportunities that were here along these quarter points. Like right here, when I broke back above, wait for the retest entries. Right here, it dropped off, came up for, looks like a re-entry right there, or retest, I mean. See how it dropped off, broke below the quarter point zone, came back up for the retest. There's the entries. Okay, that's where you can look for possible entries. If you missed this big down move, just wait for a little pullback, get in again. All right, breaks this quarter point, wait for a little pullback, start aiming for that next quarter point. Broke below, it's going to come back up. All right, very simple stuff, guys. Just look for daily reversal patterns near this, breaks. It's going to go in line with your setups. Like it's not hard. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that hard. Like these setups, notice right here on this Gartley pattern, the beginning leg, the impulse leg started from those quarter points. So see how it helps you measure low to high right here in this situation, right? Low to high. All right. So it's pretty simple stuff, guys. Pretty simple stuff. It's not complicated. So remember, one second. Remember that it's, let me actually draw it out for a second. 1,000 pip increments. Let me go on the weekly chart. So 1,000 pip increments. So 0.6, 0.7, and then divide in 4, 250 pip increments. Okay, and that's why it's called quarters theory, like a quarter. There's 4 quarters in a dollar, right? That's what it is. All right, 4 quarters in 1,000 pips. Simple. Okay, and then you just add in the 25 pip box on each side, so it's 50 pips in total. All right, so it's a 50 pip box on each one, just 25 pips on each side. Very simple, very, very simple. No, can't get it simpler than that, guys. So I'm just waiting for this New Zealand. Right now, I'm just waiting for that New Zealand trade that I talked about in that earlier video. I'm just waiting for it to complete, and then I'm going to take it long. I'm going to call it on Technical Art FX. And it's looking real good. It's looking real good. So just waiting for that completion. As soon as price touches it, I'm going to buy up. Hopefully, I can get a real nice type stop loss in there, and the market will take off from there. It looks like it's pretty much oversold already, so should take off from there. Probably the next video, guys. I mean, this was just quarter points advance. So quarter points advance. This is quarter points advance. This is my new system of trading the quarters theory. Okay, so if you watch my old videos, I upgraded my system. Once again, I just added in the zones. That's it. Okay, it just makes it a little bit easier to see entries and stuff like that. Retest. And gives you a little bit more of a range instead of having an exact point. Okay, so it's just a little bit easier for me. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my system. If you just take trades inside the zone, like on the 4-hour chart, if you're only taking trades off zone breaks and stuff like that, that's it's just gonna help you see setups. So like right here, this was beautiful. The New Zealand dropped on the 4-hour chart, broke our quarter point, made the rectangle formation. Look at all these beautiful taps to that zone. If you had just the quarter point, you see how I didn't touch it? It got near it, but it never touched it. You wouldn't have known to look for entries near there, right? You would have been like, oh, I'm going to wait for a touch, but it never touched, okay? So this zone, that gave you the entries in there as well. Okay, it helps you see the rectangle way easier. Helps you see the formation way easier. All right, and also you got that, you can measure your Fibonacci, so high to low, right? This example, 38.2, got that rectangle formation, just like I told you guys, advanced market formation video. Get the rectangle right there at the 38.2, simple. Okay, and then you would just project where it's going to finish, and then price is going to start bouncing. But yeah, pretty simple stuff, guys. I mean, hope you understand it. If you don't understand it, read the Quarters Theory book. I'll try to put the PDF up in the file section of the group. If not, just Google it, Quarters Theory PDF. It's online somewhere. I like having the physical copy because I actually needed it in front of my face to read it. I can't just have it in a PDF form, okay? So, on to the next vid, guys. Simple stuff.